Well, this morning we're talking about a subject on a lot of parents' minds, big tech and our children. Our next guest has been working on this long before it became a national headline. At 16, Juliet Blake co-founded Misso and Friends, one of the biggest online communities for girls, and even helped inspire a YouTube original series that boosted girls' interest in computer science. Now she's launched Moxies, a new platform just for tween girls, built to be healthy and non-addictive. Juliet Blake joins us here in studio. Good morning, Juliet. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning. I'm so glad to be here.
This is such a timely topic. Yeah. We saw Mark Zuckerberg testifying last week, and a lot of parents are worried about what their children are consuming on these products. So where did your passion for this all begin?
Yeah, it's top of mind for every parent. And when I think back to the previous company that I started and now what I'm building with Moxies, so much of it comes from understanding what impact we can actually have when we build with real thought and intention. That's really what is missing from a lot of the big tech conversation right now. These platforms were not built for kids. And so with Moxies, it is how can we actually provide a platform that is enhancing childhood, not replacing it, not taking it away. And for me, I'm also a mom. I have 3 kids of my own, and just seeing how technology, whether people like it or not, it is just part of kids' lives, and how can we actually set them up for success when it's just not going away.
And I feel like, I think we're about the same age. When we were younger, there was a little bit of it. We had, AIM, Messenger,
yes.
and Facebook, which we really weren't supposed to be on, but there was a little bit of that. But the conversation was never about tech and mental health with kids. So from your standpoint, I mean, what is it about these apps and these platforms that are just devastating to mental health of children?
Yeah, so it kind of goes back to like how they were designed from the very beginning, and actually even more so than that, how they monetize. So when we look at a lot of the big tech platforms, they have to monetize off of attention. And so what does that mean? How do you get people's attention? That's harmful, dangerous, and addictive behaviors. Things that keep people coming back, that are explosive, that are shocking. And so that is really what feeds their business models and has really gotten us into the place that we are. There's this kind of thought around duty of care. And like, are tech companies responsible for duty of care? They argue that they're not. And that it is up to the consumer. But when young children are given access or fed platforms that were actually absolutely not built for them or their well-being, you see how this spirals.
So you're saying the technology is created to make you want to keep clicking and keep scrolling?
Absolutely. They're actually called dark pattern persuasive design features. It's a very specific type of feature. So that's everything from likes and follows to constant notifications to streaks. Streaks is a huge one when you look at certain tech platforms. Come back and like, you'll get this today, unlocking of surprise prizes. It ties into a lot of like negative gamification features, as well as just then the constant comparison that takes place on there, especially when I'm looking at it for tween girls.
So some of those, I guess, safeguards maybe, like they have Instagram for teens, or any of the rules for teens, are those any different?
So listen, I think those are kind of like Band-Aids on bullet holes. They are retrofitting. They are not building for kids from the beginning. And that, I think, is what this larger conversation needs to be about. Like, we can't keep like entrenching like a future where we're trading children's well-being for engagement. Right. The model is broken. It does not work. And so how can we actually think about what types of positive outcomes we want for our children, knowing technology is going to be part of that?
And that's where Moxies comes in, your platform.
Yes, exactly.
It is for tween girls, and it allows them to socialize safely online?
Yeah, so it's for 8 to 12-year-old girls. We've launched with 3 core features, but everything is research-backed, focuses on principles for positive youth development. There's no addicting features, and instead we're really prioritizing that safety and well-being. So everything from how we've structured chat with built-in time limits and no public profiles, no way to add or meet strangers, to limiting girls actually can't upload their own videos and photos. They're using Moxie avatars instead, to the content that they play, which hits on themes for confidence, digital literacy, self-expression, skill building, those types of things.
Really important. And just, Julia, really quickly, I know a lot of parents are probably getting pressure from their kids to get on TikTok, get on Instagram. Where can they find you for more information and resources?
Yes, so you can go to joinmoxies.com. You can follow us on Instagram too. It's MoxiesX. And we really look at Moxies as that like early intervention for healthy digital habits. That very first place when your daughter is asking, I want to talk to my friends, I want to play a game, get them on Moxies.
Thank you so much for joining us. Lots of good information.
Thank you.